monster matchup, Jim Beglin.
Well, under normal circumstances, this is a massive matchup, and I'm not totally in agreement with the view that friendlies tend to take the edge away. In my experience, if the opposition go at it full tilt, then you have to reciprocate. We'd like to see excitement and be entertained, but if it does go down the serious route, there'll still be lots to enjoy.
So it's down to business here. So Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Yeah, Kylian Mbappe. There's nothing more frightening for a defender when he's running at you at full speed. He gets into his stride so quickly and seems to just glide across the turf. But when the goal's in front of him, he's also got that cool head that's required to pick a spot and finish everything off.
Yes, he's certainly the one who carries the hopes of his team. Rudiger. Aim forwards. Valverde looks to get on the end of this. He's in plenty of space here. He's got away. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Kane. And the ball's come loose here. It's their first effort on goal.
Bayern Munich really are good at what they're doing. They'll gladly take any opportunity to launch that counter.
Tromeni is there, and he can get that clear. And it's Pavlovic. That's a good ball. Valverde. Rudiger. Olise. Musiala. Plays it through. Hit into the middle. Carvajal tries to clear. That has been knocked clear. Rodrigo. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Musiala. Diaz. Davis. Davis. Diaz. That was very necessary. Musiala. Out to the left it goes. Davis picks it up now. So nearly the perfect ball. Over to the left. Davis. Oh, smashing header! Denied by an instinctive save.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Getting this one clear. Rodrigo, delicate ball, and it needs to be. Rodrigo. Vinicius Junior. Vinicius Junior played out to the left flank. Camavinga. Valverde. Camavinga. Valverde. Camavinga. He's in a good position here. Kimmich shifted upfield. Musiala. That's really well manoeuvred. Here it is, crossed in.
He's dealt with that well.
Moved on forwards. Great ball if he can get there. Oh, nicely intercepted. That pass is somewhat less than ideal.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
And here's Mbappe. Out to the right. Carvajal. Delivery from Danny Carvajal. Gets it away. And it's Carvajal. Carvajal takes aim and crosses. Can he stop it going out? Camavinga. Oh, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested.
Well, the box was just so congested there, Peter. There was absolutely no space to work with.
Davis. Diaz. Davis. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Olise. And here's Kane. He's through now. It's Kane! Oh, denied! Brilliantly!
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Defending of the desperate variety. Mbappe. And it's been played through. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Mbappe.
Really are pushing their fullbacks forward now.
Aiming to do what?
Well, it's a case of engaging your opponents further up the pitch to take the sting out of opposition attacks.
Goes for a shot! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Tries to get it clear. Kane. Lobbed in behind. Oh, that's beautifully weighted. And that's put paid to a promising move. And he's picked out the run. Throw it. Rodrigo, and he's managed to get free. It's really well cleared. And here's Rodrigo, aimed in towards the centre.
Well, they're clearly focusing on that right side, Peter. That's where the crosses are coming from, where the danger lies. Look, it's the width that's providing this momentum, and they look set to further exploit. Really aren't convincing right now. It has to start in defence, but the whole team needs a wake-up call.
Davis, gently done. Pavlovic. it's played forward. That is good strength. He's shifting. Olise! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Well, just too much pressure on him in the end, Peter.
Valverde. And it's played forward. And here's Mbappe. Mbappe! Keeper gets just about enough of it.
They're probably getting frustrated by the lack of chances, I suppose.
Olise. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Vinicius Junior. Valverde. Davis can get it clear. Oh, that's a foul, and the whistle's gone. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card. Well, the players are making their point, but the ref clearly isn't interested. He's waved them all away. Forwards. Olise. And it's Kane. Succumbs to the pressure. Chouameni. Oh, that's well done, really robust. Olise, and here's Kane. Howson does really well to win the ball there. Rudiger. Rodrigo, and here's Mbappe. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Vinicius Junior. And that's aimed into the middle. Cleared away. That's the throw. It's Valverde. Vinicius Junior! Goal! You don't keep those outs. He knew, he just knew.
Well, it's one of those, Peter, when you've got to take your hat off and just say, too good.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, I'd remind those players, Peter, that concentration will be key for a while now, as you don't want to hand the momentum straight back to your opposition.
Now it's Kane. Now it's Olise. Camavinga. Chouameni. Rudiger. Camavinga. Rudiger. Kane. It's Kane! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Kane really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Camavinga. Camavinga chooses to go cross-field. And here's Vinicius Junior. Vinicius Junior!
Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
That's really well played. It's just the type of run you need. Off the shoulder of the last defender, stay onside.
Diaz. Davis. And here's Diaz. Davis. Oh, it's a searing run. He is a man on a mission. The cross comes in. Only partially clear. Camavinga moved on forwards. Mbappe spread out to the left. He has found the way through. Stanisic did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Diaz! Well, the ball's come loose here. Olise, Musiala. That's really well manoeuvred. Not the worst cross in the world, but still room for improvement. Chouameni. Rudiger. Valverde. Rudiger shifted upfield. Musiala. And it's Kane. Kimmich. Davis. Oh, that's neat. And here's Diaz. Musiala. And here's Kane. Shoots! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Valverde. And here's Mbappe. There's great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Howson. Valverde. Looking here to chip it through. Upamecano is there, and he can get that clear. He can get that clear. That'll be a throw. The referee's awarded a free kick. Hoisted upfield by the keeper. Howson. Valverde. Stanisic wins the duel this time. And here's Vinicius Junior. Mbappe! Mbappe! Musiala. Davis forwards and with intent. Driven forward. Valverde. Moved on forwards. And here's Vinicius Junior. Olise. Tries a measured ball. Well read, nice interception. Musiala is offering some sort of an apology there.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Valverde. Tar. 15 minutes till half-time. Musiala. Pavlovic. Musiala. And here's Diaz. Davis. Davis going full tilt down the left. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. And here's Vinicius Junior. Tar. Great defending, strong and determined. Pavlovic. Now it's Olise. Musiala. And it's Musiala. Olise. Very nicely done. Now it's Musiala. The pressing's intense and it's paid off. Valverde. And here's Mbappe. Mbappe knocks it out wide. They get a throw in. Valverde. Oh, it's played into the area. Camavinga played out to the left flank. Cross goes in there. Valverde. That's an excellent interception. Short changes him with that pass. Carvajal. And here's Rodrigo. Pavlovic, aim forwards. Now it's Diaz. Diaz. He's away. Musiala. A heavy challenge. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Olise. Nice physical challenge. Oh, he's caught him there, it's a free kick. Davis. It's anyone's ball now.
Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest.
Now it's Rodrigo. Showing good feet. And it's Carvajal. Nice control. Played in by Danny Carvajal. And that was nowhere near his best. What a throw in.
Well, that was well positioned and well pitched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
And it's played forward. Kane is onto it in a flash. Howson. Carvajal. Bayern Munich are in need of a lift as we head up towards the break. Kimmich. Now it's Diaz. Diaz. Davis. Diaz. And here's Davis. Pavlovic. Olise. Can he finish? It's a loose ball. Oh, they could be caught out here. Olise. Rudiger can get it clear. That's really well manoeuvred. Aim forwards. And here's Vinicius Junior. Valverde. And here's Vinicius Junior. Vinicius Junior turns and goes back. Out to the left it goes. That's tidy. Valverde. And he's there to get it away. That's been won straight back. Olise. Now it's Diaz. Now it's Olise. Now it's Kane. Kimmich, gently done. Now it's Olise. Olise.
Nice interception, well timed.
Danger averted for now. And it's Musiala. Pavlovic. And here's Olise. Lovely feet. Olise's cross. Well read. Danger is averted. Musiala. Now it's Kane. Over to the left. Rodrigo. Strong running down that left flank. Valverde. Now it's Mbappe. And here's Mbappe. Mbappe! And a terrific save from the keeper.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
That has been cleared. And he's there to clear it. Played into the middle. And it's Camavinga. Now it's Rodrigo. Rodrigo! Big chance! Musiala. Davis. Now it's Kane. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Camavinga. Chouameni moved on forwards. Rodrigo. And here's Mbappe. Played out to the right. He is just caressing the ball. Can he latch on to this? Brilliantly cut out. Rodrigo, he's gone backward here. Diaz. Diaz goes on a charge down the left. And there's the end of the first half. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
Well, for me, Peter, things have never really got going, but at least this will be a good time to reflect and regroup. I can see a few changes coming, because whatever they've been doing, it just hasn't gelled.
So we're just settling back into this second half.
Bayern Munich can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Olise, and it's Kane. Stanisic. Oh, this looks sharp. Calmly anticipates. Camavinga. Valverde has created one goal already. Valverde played out towards the right wing. Pavlovic. And it's played forward. Diaz. Kimmich. Now it's Diaz. Chouameni does really well to win the ball there. And here's Rodrigo. Oh, he's found support out wide. Kimmich did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Kane. Olise! Olise! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
That's good running. It makes life so much easier when you have people who are willing to go beyond the defence like that.
Valverde. And it's lofted through here. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Vinicius Junior. And a chance! Oh, it's come loose. And he thumps it clear. Rudiger cuts it out. Deftly away. Great run on the overlap here. Delivery from Dani Carvajal. And they've got rid. Diaz. Davis. Davis forwards and with intent. Howson gets across to intercept that. Camavinga. Rudiger. Valverde. And here's Mbappe. Rodrigo. Oh, good spread. Now, can he find a finish? That has been knocked clear. Musiala. He's found a way through. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. And here's Diaz. Diaz. Howson attempts a clearance. That's really well manoeuvred. Upamecano. Tar. Davis. That's a throw. Carvajal wins the duel this time. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Carvajal. And it's Carvajal. Howson. Carvajal. And here's Rodrigo. Now who's going to be first to this? Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. That's been drilled forward. Now that's well seen too. Rudiger. Carvajal shifted upfield. Vinicius Junior. Out to the left it goes. Cross deflected behind for a corner. Davis with the clearance. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
Camavinga. Valverde. Oh, such a clever touch. That is a brilliant interception. Kane is being harried and hassled.
Yeah, and if they're going to try and stop him in this fashion, Peter, they're going to really test the referee's patience from here.
Tar, aim forwards. Chouameni. That's good running with the ball. Stanisic makes the interception. Now it's Kane. And it's Musiala. Proves too strong. Valverde. Vinicius Junior. And here's Valverde. Vinicius Junior has found the net here, of course. And that has been cleared.
Well, that might be the first time they've gone long, Peter. They've clearly been told to try something different.
And it's Valverde. Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. No, that's not going to find its target. chance! Could be danger here. So who's he picking out? Tries to cross. Upamecano clears it away. Lovely, now then. Musiala. Diaz have it back and can go again. Bayern Munich keep the ball but can't do anything meaningful with it. Camavinga. Rodrigo. Vinicius Junior played out to the left flank. It's out for a goal kick. Rudiger. So Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, there'll be no accusations of a lack of effort. They're giving as good as they get when it comes to chances.
Vinicius Junior. That is lovely. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Now that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. And no surprise, that's a booking. Forward tracking back like that, always appreciated by the crowd.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
Camavinga. Played cross-field, changing the point of attack. Valverde. He scores! And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. And that is a goal worthy of universal appreciation. Even the opposing fans have to recognise the quality there.
Oh, what a hit, Peter, and there was nothing lucky about it, let me tell you. It was measured, it was simply inch perfect.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, with this kind of authority, Peter, why not push on and totally kill this off?
Diaz. And here's Diaz. Now it's Diaz. Now it's Kane. Kane spread out to the left. Davis, and the shot! Oh, extraordinary.
I can't quite believe he's missed that, Peter.
Stanisic cuts out the pass. Kimmich. Stanisic. Olise. In the end, they found themselves penned in, nowhere to go. Kimmich. Diaz. Tar. Upamecano, gently done. Valverde. Vinicius Junior. Now it's Mbappe. Camavinga. That's a cute ball. Stanisic attempts a clearance. Out of play for a throw. That's a good block, but at the expense of a corner. Cleared away. Kane. Now it's Olise. Moved on forwards. And it's Kimmich. Diaz providing an outlet on that flank. Another chance from a corner. And he's there to clear it. Ball comes in. Oh, that is asking for trouble. Valverde. Vinicius Junior. And it's played forward. Ooh, a delicate chip through. No, it's come to nothing. It's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Chouameni. Howson, played over towards the opposite flank. And it's Valverde.
Mbappe really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Rudiger. Valverde. Camavinga. Valverde. Played towards the other side. Diaz. Musiala. Tar. Pavlovic. Tar. Forwards and with intent. Rudiger gets over and intercepts. That's really well manoeuvred. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Valverde. Rudiger. Valverde. Vinicius Junior. And he cuts out the supply. Kimmich. That's an imaginative pass. Can he get onto this? Rudiger can get it clear. And here's Davis. Cross deflected over the goal line for a corner. Tries to get it clear. It's gone out for a throw-in. run loose here. And that'll be a goal kick. Vinicius Junior, Camavinga, Vinicius Junior, into the channel, excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Valverde, Vinicius Junior, out to the left it goes. Stanisic with the clearance. Camavinga. Oh, well cut out. No margin for error there at all. And it's Valverde. Now here's the... It's a mighty effort! Oh, it looked like 3-0 for sure.
Vinicius Junior really must be wondering how he hasn't took it 3-0. It was a very, very decent chance.
Pavlovic. Pavlovic. 75 minutes played. Upamecano. It's an inviting looking ball that. On time, excellent interception.
Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
Now it's Mbappe. Stanisic shifted upfield. Musiala. Kimmich. Diaz. Carvajal. Howson, aim forwards. And it's Kimmich. Kimmich has got himself a free kick. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Stanisic. And here's Elise. And here's Kane. It's Kane! Oh no, that could be a costly miss.
And how decisive might that prove, Peter? It really would have took the wind in their sails if they were just one down as opposed to two.
Kimmich has over his hit. Valverde. Now it's Kane. Kane! Goal at his mercy, and somehow he's missed it. Kimmich plays it short. Olise in acres of space out wide. Bayern Munich awarded another corner. They've played it short. A chance to play it in. Olise, and he shoots! And there's the shot! Oh, should have put that away. Here's Diaz, Musiala, Vinicius Junior. Boys bustling through here. Not much subtlety about that challenge. Upamecano.
Bayern Munich are certainly now looking like a sorry lot. They haven't got a proper defence or attack, for that matter.
Howson. Valverde. Oh, that's a clever-looking ball. Kimmich. Musiala. Now it's Vinicius Junior. And here's Mbappe. That's clear cut. It's a free kick. And that's going to be a booking. Now it's Rodrigo. Plenty to aim at here. He is through here. And it's Valverde. Oh, that's a very decent... Can he finish? Great challenge, time to perfection. Camavinga has been caught there, it's a foul. Well, you might think he got off lightly, it is just a verbal warning.
Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing while he tried to score. Obviously, he's not going to allow that, Peter, is he?
'It's a fantastic goal! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order! Up by 3. They have their boots on the throats of their foes. Oh, that is a bit special. (3-0) and things are starting to look awfully cosy. Carvajal. Goretzka. That has been cut short. Rudiger. Camavinga. Valverde. Rodrigo. And here's Mbappe. Mbappe played out towards the right wing, back into the middle. Howson. Rodrigo. And here's Mbappe. Keeper's got good distance on that. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Pavlovic. Searching passes played there. Davis. And it's kept out by a stubborn defence. Davis played back in. No, that's too long. Valverde. Kimmich, that's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Tries a shot! He's kept it out, just. Defending of the desperate variety. Diaz crosses. He's there to get rid. Valverde. He's through here. Calmly anticipates. Goretzka. Diaz. Kimmich. Davis. Kimmich. Pavlovic. Kimmich moved on forwards. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Rodrigo. Great defending, strong and determined. That's a foul. Simple decision for the referee. Referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture.
Well, he's asking for trouble, Peter, and with this urge to nibble away, I think the ref is spelling it out for him now.
Oh, that's nice. He has found the way through. And the keeper beats it away. And it's Carvajal. That defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be. Here's Vinicius Junior. Pressing. And he has been fouled there. That's a booking. Always looked it. Do you think he's feeling the effects of that tackle?
Yeah, they look as if they're intent, Peter, on stopping him outside the laws of the game, so the referee is going to have to be very alert here.
Kimmich tries to clear. Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes. Howson gets over and intercepts. Carvajal. Rudiger. Chouameni. Camavinga. Howson. Chouameni. Howson looks to the other side. Rudiger. Howson. Camavinga. Carvajal. Rodrigo. Kimmich. Goretzka. Pavlovic, gently done. Rudiger. And that will be the final act. Bayern Munich cannot spin this any other way. They came up against opponents who were thrilling, at times unplayable, who simply brushed them off. Well, what are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?